Family, Soap, Animal Planet, Food, Spike, BBC America, Fox, Stars, BET, FX, Style, Biography, HBO, Sundance Channel, Bravo, HGTV, TBS, Cartoon Network, WB, CBS, TLC, MTV, TNT, CMT, NBC, the Travel Channel, Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, USA, Discovery Network, the Discovery Channel, Noggin, VH1, Discovery Kids, PBS, and of course the Disney Channel. You can watch programming from all those networks right now, and it won't cost you a thing. Yeah, you can. Didn't you know that? Like, all your favorite television shows are likely already online. And whether those shows are currently in production or whether they're past the point of being alive, in which case, I don't know how you're watching them other than maybe on DVD. Certainly not with any degree of ease through your traditional television service provider. So, cast your attention to fancast.com. This is like, I'll do my best to explain it before I dive into the features here. It's an aggregate of these networks bridging the gap between your local service and the content as it exists on the web. Again, they take content that all of those networks that I mentioned have posted to the web, and they place it here, and they index it here in one place. So you don't have to go to 3 different websites to watch 3 of your favorite shows because they exist on 3 different networks and are uploaded in 3 different places. Go to fancast.com. You'll be able to find it. If it's there, it'll be here. Okay, so right up front, oh look, full TV episodes. That's great. I mean, we're talking about episodes that were just released on, the traditional television, the thing that we think of when we say television. Again, I've mentioned this so many times. It's moving to the internet. It's here. Go here, fancast.com. Why am I excited about it? Well, number one, it doesn't cost you a thing, and you don't have to really download anything, because if you've got the Flash player, and let's face it, like 99% of the galaxy already has the Flash player installed, you can start watching this stuff. Oh, yeah, not just full television episodes, of course, clips. That kind of goes without saying, so if you just want to send someone a certain clip, you can do that. Then, of course, they've got full-on movies. Yeah, like, feature-length films. I mean, maybe not the latest films that are in theaters today, but certainly some modern films. I would consider all the way back to not so modern films. I don't know what it would be. Okay, you can watch TV, you can watch movies, you can watch trailers. You've got the ability to read TV listings. And where this is important, you can type in your zip code. Of course, it's an America thing. Get a listing of your traditional television subscription plan if you have one, and it will tell you what's coming up. So you can list your favorite things in here, and they'll tell you, oh, look, an episode of this is coming up on channel, number. So you'll be able to turn to your TV at a certain time if you've added it as a favorite and go click, click, click. Or there's a possibility that that particular episode that you've listed as a favorite is available here already on fancast.com. Then, I really like this as well, there is the ability to see all the listings for your particular service provider. I mean, again, traditional television service provider. So right now, we've got Comcast Digital Cable for that, well, at least for now. So I get this, it's a layout, it's a grid layout that has a list of everything that's going on right now. I can jump to prime time, I can change the day, I can filter by movies, sports, kids, HD. I love filtering by HD because I love watching true HD content, whether it's on my desktop or whether it's on my credenza. I love that word too, credenza. You just don't hear it often enough. Often. Anyway, so any other Family Guy fans? Any Family Guy? Am I the only one? I'm the only one. Well, you can watch Family Guy episodes here. Don't worry about that. There's also an on-demand guide listing top picks. Oh, look, Entourage, South Park, Dexter, CSI Miami. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. I mean, you're just going to get lost in this website alone. And again, what they're doing is they're bringing all of that network content back here to a singular experience just to make it easy, convenient, and it doesn't cost you a thing. Jump right in. You can sign up, of course, and then list off your favorites, and maybe even tick off a couple of, not tick off as in upset, but I mean like check off, not check off as in, Star Trek. I mean like tell them what your preferences are. So, for example, I say, I never watch sports, so don't show me any sports content, ever, at all. I don't want to see it. I'm not into it. I'm also not into horror movies, which is kind of, it's just not my thing. I try, but ultimately, just not for me. So I can tailor my preferences here, so when it gives me recommended content based on my preferences, it's not going to give me that kind of content. So I'm going to be able to discover more professionally produced content here. Content that I may never have seen, because there's so much to watch these days. I'd be surprised if you'd, I'm always just surprised that way, but I would seriously be shocked if you were always up to date on all your content, your favorite stuff. And you were just, I don't need any more recommendations. No, we always want more recommendations, but, we can't keep up with as much stuff that's out there. At least make it easy for you. Now that you know Fancast.com exists, and hopefully you knew before this that some of those networks were already putting their content online, you can find, I'm not going to say all of it, because that's just not realistic at this point, but you can find a lot of it here, if not there on their own websites. Fancast.com is certainly worth a look. You may say, well, why would I stop using Hulu.com? Well, you wouldn't stop using it necessarily. It's just another place that has the content that you may find on Hulu, but then other content as well in one place. Just gotta like that. Of course, just another place where you can go that's convenient, that's easy, that provides this bridge between traditional and new. This is where we're at right now. This right on this cusp. It's exciting stuff. I'm excited to see it, especially now that I have to get rid of my traditional television subscription plan. Thanks, Ponzi! My email address is chris@Pirillo.com. Maybe you know of other ways to save money, or certainly watch movies and videos and TV online. I mean, really cool stuff. I mean, again, we're talking legal, completely legal here, right? We obey the law around here. Do not want to get thrown in prison. That's just not my thing, really. Maybe yours, not mine. The law is right here. I'm right there. The law. Sit through a couple commercials? Fine, whatever, dude. You're also welcome to stop by our community, where we have our own videos, but they're like our, community recorded videos. We also upload photos, and we participate in forums. We got blogs and all sorts of stuff, like even groups where we have fans of certain shows and movies. Geeks.Pirillo.com, as people here in the chat room have just entered into the chat area. You see this video that I'm streaming right now? Well, it's recorded by the time you're watching it, but it was actually recorded live in front of a virtual studio audience. And I'm streaming this, my experience, my life, whatever you want to call it, or me. I'm online all the time. So I'm streaming my life online all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in conjunction with this chat room, which you're more than welcome to join. And we're typically talking tech. Where? Can't hear you. That's right. Live.Pirillo.com. We'll see you later.